Under the relentless glare of the African sun, the savanna transforms into a brutal theater where the script is written in blood and dust. Here, the boundary between the hunter and the hunted is as thin as a blade of grass. And today, we witness a confrontation that defies the expectations of the natural order. A powerful lion, the undisputed king of the plains, faces off against a defiant warthog, a creature that refuses to accept the role of a victim. Before we dive deep into this primal struggle for dominance and survival, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, ensuring you never miss a chapter of nature's most incredible stories. The African savanna is not merely a landscape, but a living, breathing entity that demands everything from those who call it home. Survival here is never granted as a birthright. It is a prize earned through relentless struggle and unwavering instinct. Under a sun that shows no mercy, every creature is locked in a perpetual fight for territory, for water, and for the simple privilege of seeing one more sunrise. At the heart of this harsh reality stands an iconic confrontation that captures the essence of the wild. It is the clash between the calculated dominance of the lion and the explosive, desperate courage of the African warthog. One represents the pinnacle of predatory evolution, hunting with a patience that borders on the divine and a power that commands silence across the plains. The other is a master of adaptation, a survivor that relies on raw instinct and a pair of razor-sharp tusks that can turn a predator's triumph into a fatal mistake. This is not just a battle of strength, but a test of will where the outcome is never guaranteed. In this theater of the wild, the smallest error can lead to a sudden end, while a single moment of bravery can rewrite the fate of the weak. Every movement is a calculation, and every silence is a prelude to a storm of action. The warthog is often underestimated, viewed by many as a mere scavenger or a secondary player in the drama of the savanna. However, its true strength lies in a sophisticated strategy of endurance and engineering that allows it to thrive where others falter. Living in tight-knit family groups, these creatures have mastered the art of utilizing the landscape to their advantage. They often seek refuge in abandoned aardvark burrows, turning the work of others into a fortress against the elements. These underground sanctuaries provide a vital escape from the oppressive heat, which can easily soar to 40 degrees Celsius during the peak of the day. Inside these cool earthen tunnels, the warthog family finds a reprieve from the blinding light and the constant gaze of predators. They are engineers of their own survival, carefully choosing when to emerge and when to stay hidden in the shadows. Their diet consists of hardy roots and dry vegetation, allowing them to extract nutrients from the most unforgiving soil. By lowering their activity during the midday heat and conserving every drop of internal moisture, they embody the very spirit of adaptation. Yet, even with these clever strategies, the threat of violence is never far away, as the savanna rarely allows for a moment of true peace. From the stealthy leopard to the relentless wild dog, the enemies of the warthog are numerous and diverse. In this environment, innocence is not a shield, but often a death sentence for those who fail to remain vigilant. Every rustle in the grass could be the footfall of a killer, and every shadow could hide a pair of hungry eyes. The warthog must live with a constant awareness of its surroundings, balanced between the need to feed and the need to hide. It is a life lived on the edge of a knife, where the reward for a day of caution is simply the chance to do it all again tomorrow. Savannah, beauty and lethality are often two sides of the same coin. This solitary hunter moves with a calculated grace, a shadow stitched into the golden grass that disappears the moment you look away. The leopard hunts because it must, driven by a biological imperative that requires several kilograms of fresh meat every single day. There is no malice in its kill, only the cold precision of a professional who understands that failure means starvation. It relies on stealth and the element of surprise, knowing that its strength is best used in a single, decisive strike. In contrast, the African wild dog represents the power of the collective, possessing one of the highest hunting success rates on the entire continent. Their strategy is built on coordination and incredible stamina, allowing them to wear down even the swiftest of prey through sheer persistence. While a lion might give up after a short burst, the wild dogs are a relentless tide that refuses to recede. They communicate with a series of high-pitched chirps, orchestrating their movements like a finely tuned machine. For the prey, there is no escape from a pack that hunts with such singular, unified purpose. Then there is the cheetah, a creature built for the explosive pursuit of life under the blinding glare of the midday sun. It embodies the very concept of urgency, its entire physiology designed to reach speeds that seem to defy the laws of physics. However, this incredible speed comes at a heavy price, as the cheetah's body quickly overheats and its energy reserves are rapidly depleted. Victory is often followed by a period of profound exhaustion, leaving the hunter vulnerable to scavengers who would steal its hard-earned meal. Every predator, regardless of its specialty, is bound by the harsh laws of biology and the constant pressure of hunger. Within the kingdom of the lion, power is a heavy crown that carries both absolute authority and significant limitations. The social structure of the pride is a complex web of cooperation and defense, where every member has a specific role to play. It is the lionesses who are the primary architects of the hunt, working together to bring down prey that no single cat could handle alone. They move in silence, using the terrain to mask their approach until the moment of the final, coordinated rush. Meanwhile, the males serve as the guardians of the territory, their thunderous roars marking the boundaries of their sovereign land. The education of a young lion is a harsh initiation into the realities of the wild, where play is merely a rehearsal for the kill. Cubs are often introduced to living targets, allowed to practice their skills on small prey while their mothers watch with a watchful, guiding eye. This process is not a display of cruelty, but a necessary transfer of knowledge that ensures the survival of the next generation. As the dry season takes hold and water sources begin to vanish, the lions must become even more selective in their hunting. Warthogs, with their predictable habits and nutritious meat, become calculated targets for the pride's survival. Yet even the mighty hunters are not invincible, and the Savannah is quick to expose the vulnerabilities of the strong. A failed chase in the midday heat can lead to dangerous levels of exhaustion, leaving a lion panting and weakened for hours. A misplaced swipe or a kick from a desperate prey animal can result in wounds that fester and lead to a slow, agonizing decline. Even the pride of a king can be wounded when a hunt goes wrong in front of the entire family. In the wild, there is no room for arrogance, as nature has a way of humbling those who believe they are untouchable. In rare and extraordinary moments, the natural hierarchy is flipped on its head, and the warthog finds a way to defy the odds. Using a combination of known escape routes, surprising agility, and perfect timing, it can sometimes slip through the lion's grasp. There are few sights as jarring as a group of exhausted lions, the supposed kings of the plains, panting in the dust while their prey vanishes into the horizon. These moments challenge the myth of untouchable dominance and remind us that in the wild, the underdog always has a fighting chance. Even the massive hippos, usually indifferent to the drama of the land, observe these failures with a quiet, judgmental presence. The hierarchy of the savanna is far more fragile than it appears, constantly shifting with the changing winds and the movement of the sun. An arrogant predator that underestimates its prey often finds itself humiliated or worse, injured and unable to hunt. The warthog's resistance is a testament to the fact that survival is not just about physical strength, but about the will to endure. It proves that even when faced with overwhelming odds, a focused mind and a quick set of feet can change the course of history. In this land, those who fail to respect their opponents are often the first to fall from grace. As the seasons turn and the Great Migration begins, the savanna is flooded with an abundance of life that breeds both opportunity and chaos. Thousands of zebras and wildebeest arrive, their hooves churning the earth into a cloud of dust that can be seen for miles. This influx of prey provides a feast for the lions, but the sudden abundance also invites intense confrontation with other rivals. The Cape buffalo, in particular, are known for their refusal to be easy victims, often retaliating in overwhelming numbers. They form living walls of muscle and horn, turning their collective strength into a formidable shield that even the bravest pride hesitates to challenge. Hyenas, often unfairly portrayed as mere cowards, assert their own formidable strength during these times of seasonal plenty. They are highly intelligent and social predators that can take what they want through sheer force and persistence. A pack of hyenas can easily intimidate a group of lionesses, forcing them to abandon a fresh kill through a combination of numbers and psychological warfare. The balance of power is a fluid thing, shifting from hour to hour as different factions vie for a piece of the migration's bounty. In the midst of this chaos, the laws of the wild remain the only constant, dictating who eats and who starves. Beyond the immediate theater of conflict lies a broader ecosystem that exemplifies the resilience of life in all its forms. The Chobe River serves as a life-giving artery, nourishing the vast expanse of the Chobe National Park in Botswana. This region is a sanctuary for some of the planet's most magnificent creatures, including the largest concentration of elephants left in Africa. Botswana has become a vital stronghold, safeguarding nearly one-third of the continent's remaining elephant population. These giants are the true architects of the land, shaping the environment through their daily movements and their insatiable appetite for vegetation. Elephant herds are led by wise matriarchs, older females whose extraordinary memory holds the secrets to finding water and food during the leanest years. Their social structures are deeply complex, defined by a level of communication and empathy that is rare in the animal kingdom. They mourn their dead, protect their young with fierce devotion, and maintain bonds that last for a lifetime. As they move through the park, they create pathways for smaller animals and knock down trees to make room for new growth. They are the silent guardians of the savanna, ensuring that the cycle of life continues for countless other species. Standing tall against the horizon, the Angolan giraffe moves like a living monument across the floodplains. Their elegant forms browse the treetops, reaching leaves that are inaccessible to any other herbivore on the plains. By consuming these high-altitude greens, they reshape the patterns of vegetation and prevent the forest from encroaching too far into the grasslands. Their perspective is one of height and distance, allowing them to spot predators from miles away and act as an early warning system for the rest of the ecosystem. Every step they take is a slow, deliberate dance with the landscape they inhabit. High above the drama of the earth, the African fish eagle rules the skies with a piercing cry that many call the voice of Africa. With extraordinary vision and aerial precision, it monitors the wetlands, swooping down to claim its prize from the water with surgical accuracy. The presence of the fish eagle is a signal of ecological health, as it relies on a thriving aquatic system to sustain its life. It is the sentinel of the skies, a reminder that the health of the savanna is inextricably linked to the health of its waters. From the highest branch to the deepest burrow, every creature plays a vital role in maintaining the delicate equilibrium of the wild. In the end, the eternal truth of the savanna is that no crown is permanent and no victory is final. Young lions who once enjoyed the protection of the pride are eventually expelled, forced to find their own way in a world that owes them nothing. Alliances that seemed unbreakable can shift in a single season as rivals rise and old kings fade into the shadows. The warthog, though often scarred and battered, symbolizes the underestimated spirit of survival that defines this land. It is a world where the hunter may fail, the prey may resist, and life persists through sheer, unpredictable stubbornness. How do you find strength when you feel like the underdog in your own life? Is there a moment when you had to rely on pure instinct to overcome a difficult situation? We would love to hear your thoughts and stories in the comments below, as your perspective adds to the richness of our community. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the heart of the African savanna, and we wish you good health and the courage to face whatever challenges come your way. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can stay connected to the wonders of the natural world.